The honourable member for Cape Breton Centre.
Mr. Speaker, my question is for the Minister of Health. Over the course of the past 5 years, the number of visits made to the Cape Breton Regional Hospital emergency room by patients without a family doctor have more than doubled. Since 2011, the number of patients leaving the regional without being seen has jumped by 34%, with almost 1 in every 10 patients leaving without being seen by a doctor in 2018, and I'll table that. Mr. Speaker, I'd like to ask the Minister, does he agree that these numbers indicate that the crisis in primary care is a major contributor to overcrowded emergency rooms?
The Honourable Minister of Health.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Indeed, I've spoken here in the legislature before, indicating that, in fact, we do believe, and I do believe, that strengthening access to primary care is one of the tasks needed to be done in order to reduce pressures on our emergency departments. That's why, Mr. Speaker, we continue to invest in recruitment of physicians, strengthening our collaborative practice teams. The member raises questions about Cape Breton, where we've recruited 8 new family physicians and 7 new specialists, Mr. Speaker.
Order, please. The Honourable Minister of Health has the floor.
4 of those new doctors, Mr. Speaker, came through the immigration physician stream, which was implemented just about a year ago with my colleague, the Minister of Immigration. So, Mr. Speaker, we do take primary care seriously. We do believe that's an important part of our overall healthcare system and help reduce the pressures on our emergency departments.
The Honourable Member for Cape Breton Centre.
Mr. Speaker, over the course of the past few years, the Minister and the Premier both have responded to concerns about primary care in Cape Breton by pointing to the low rate of people on the family doctor list. Their argument, as I understand it, is that Cape Breton has one of the lowest subscription rates to the list and there's nothing to worry about. However, as we've learned this week, other numbers tell a different story. Last night, it was reported that 20 doctors are withdrawing from providing inpatient care at our community hospitals because their compensation makes keeping a family practice open at the same time unsustainable. Mr. Speaker, I'd like to ask the Minister, why is he closing community hospitals in Cape Breton that also provide primary care when the need for more family doctors is so high?
The Honourable Minister of Health.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I thank the member for the question. In fact, Mr. Speaker, I think what the member was referred to is our investment in primary care infrastructure for Cape Breton, Mr. Speaker.
Order, please. The Honourable Minister of Health has the floor.
That, Mr. Speaker, is investment in primary care facilities in those communities, Mr. Speaker. It's an investment in our emergency facilities in Cape Breton Regional and the Glace Bay.
Please. The Honourable Minister of Health has the floor.
And Glace Bay, Mr. Speaker, and supporting those family practice teams, Mr. Speaker, include hiring 25 new health professionals in Cape Breton over the last 2 years to strengthen those collaborative practices. Thank you.